or you can show it on your phone, whatever, and he's the guy on the video. Right? Kind of weird that I'm the one who did the presentation and he's the best we got. But we get to hear from him now. He's our number 2 money earner, National Director, Steve Fisher.
I feel like I'm in my pajamas up here after following Lucia there. Pretty dapper in here tonight. Give it up for Brian Lucia. Well, I'm excited to be here tonight, and I'll be quick because I want you to hear more from our number 1 money earner tonight, but I'll share a little bit of my story with you. There's a lot of faces here I don't recognize tonight, and a lot of faces that I do, but I know some haven't heard some of my story, and I'll share a little bit of my insight into the business and kind of what's going on right now. We had a great night in Westchester last night with our new CEO, and I know some were there, but a lot weren't. And I got to tell you guys, I'm excited with our new CSO, Pat Johnston, and our new CEO, Larry Maldry. He's going to take us to another level, and that's what he does. And so it's very exciting, and I got to meet him, I guess last Friday we got to go to lunch with him, but really last night was the first time I really got to hear him speak, and he just did a fantastic job, and it's going to be exciting times as we go forward. But I'll tell you real quickly a little bit of my background. Prior to Stream, I was with American Airlines for 17 years. I was a senior analyst of airport operations for American system-wide, and my plate was full. I was traveling a lot. I was one of those guys that was too busy to do anything else. I wasn't looking for anything else, and I got a phone call one day from a friend of mine that was someone I'd known for over 10 years. Had a lot of respect for him. He was a vice president for a company called Micros, and he also owns several franchises, and he was just one of those guys that always made money. And he was already one of my business mentors, and he called me one day out of the blue, and he said, "Steve, I found a way that we can get paid residual income on electricity. When people pay their electric bill or even their gas bill, we can get paid." And no one had ever said that to me before, and coming from this guy, I was intrigued. I mean, even though I was too busy, that just caught my attention. I said, okay, I'm listening. And so when I saw the presentation that you saw tonight and I saw what this company was doing, it just made a lot of sense to me, and I knew it would work, and I got excited about it. We started getting people in front of this information as quickly as possible, and it's been totally life-changing for me and my family. Today, this is all I do. I spend the majority of my time just helping other people succeed in this business as we have, and it's been very rewarding, not only financially, but in so many other ways as well, and hopefully you'll see some of that tonight. And one of the things I like to do is recognize the people that have promoted to these leadership positions that Brian was showing you here. Let me see if I can get back. Because you know, it's important for the guests to see how many people are promoting in our company. It's crazy. So if you are a regional director here tonight, would you stand up? All regional directors, please stand up. How about managing directors? Managing directors, please stand up. Senior directors, stand up. All senior directors.
That's Raven Marino from Austin. Roseanne, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Did you drive up? No. All right, how about executive directors? You got Wayne Carson back there. Awesome. I tell you what, it's exciting to see all the leaders promoting in our company, and I want to do something else tonight that I've actually never done before, so it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. But if you are in our business and you've gathered 5 customer points and sponsored 4 people, would you stand up? You've gathered 5 customer points and sponsored 4 people. Stand up. I just want the guests to see that, because I hate to skip over that one slide that Brian Lucia went over, where you Do you remember the number at the bottom of that slide that you sponsor 4 associates and gather 5 customer points, and you teach and help other people do the same thing down 5 levels? What number did that come out to?
11,000.
12,000.
Almost 12,000. A month. Now you saw all the people that have done that. I want to prove another point to you. And I don't know the answer to these questions. But we got Mike Fody, top 25 money earner. How many people have you personally sponsored in the business?
81.
81, he said. Wayne Pekarsky, right here in Langhorne. How many people have you personally sponsored?
100.
100. Jerry Scribner, how many have you personally sponsored?
About 100.
Presley Swagger.
103.
103. You want to know how much he makes? No. Yeah. Okay, so are you starting to get the picture? They didn't stop at 4. So if you gather 5 customer points and you sponsor 4 associates and you teach and help other people do the same thing down 5 levels, you just find people that will do 5 and 4 down 5 levels, and that turns into $12,000 a month. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Listen, I see so many people in our company get caught up in promoting. Now hear me, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that you shouldn't promote. You should. But if you don't do 4 and 5 down 5 levels and get that 12 grand, aren't you kind of missing the point? I mean, let's reverse it the other way. Let's say that you get the 4 and 5 and you do that down 5 levels and you get that 12 grand a month. Do you really care what we call you? I mean, call me an RD. I don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Don't lose focus on the power of 4 and 5 and doing that down 5 levels. Now here's the kicker, and this is what upsets people. Is everyone going to do it?
Yeah.
No. 1 of your 4, 2 of your 4 may not do it. Why? I don't know. I wouldn't try and figure that out. I also wouldn't try and make them do it. It just frustrates the heck out of you. It frustrates the heck out of them. They don't want to do it. They're not going to do it. So what? If you know that 4 and 5 down 5 levels is 12 grand and 2 of them don't do it, why not just go get 2 more? Right?
Right.
And teach and help other people do the same thing. Run everything through that filter. You know, when you're trying to figure out what to do, just run it through that filter. Is this going to help me get that 12 grand? Why not run everything through that filter? Is what I'm doing right now going to help me get that 12 grand? And if the answer is no, then why not just put that to the side? And say, you know what, I'm actually going to focus on getting that 12 grand. Now, hear me. I want you to hear me now. I'm not saying stay a director forever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't lose focus on the power of duplicating that down 5 levels. I mean, if you do it once, there's nothing that says when you get to managing director or senior director, why not do it again? Why not, you start out your senior director organization and say, you know what, that 4 and 5 thing's pretty cool, I'm going to do that again. That's what I did. I didn't stop at 11 grand. I kind of liked it. I thought, hey, that worked well, let's do that again. I've done it quite a few times. Just keep teaching people how to do that. That's the key. Don't get caught up in the little things. You know, Jim Rohn, one of my favorite motivational speakers, says, too many people let little things take them out of big opportunities. You hear it the time. Give people a chance to whine and cry. And guess what they'll do? They'll whine and cry. And they let little things take them away from big opportunities. Guys, don't do that. You want to know how big of an opportunity you have? Why not hear it from the best? Guys, I'm going to tell you, this gentleman that I'm bringing up, I learned a ton about this business from him. I was doing it wrong in the beginning.